Alright guys, my name is Super Martian, and welcome back to another video, and you might think this is a Minecraft video, and you'd be right from the bedrock, but it's not just a Minecraft video, it's also a Dragon Ball Z video. Because I'm going to do a kind of Dragon Ball Z fight I've never seen anyone do before. The thing is, I can't even draw, much less animate, and I can't edit anything either. At least not well enough to compete with people like Drandosk, so I'm pretty much sunk unless I want to go to fanfiction.net, and that's not a sacrifice I'm willing to make yet. So I use the mod custom NPCs to create some mobs to represent the Dragon Ball characters, and they're going to fight. This may be a series, but with my track record, it may not be a series. So who knows? This may just be a one-time thing. But let's go. So the first fight of the series is the Ginyu Force versus Frieza. And the entire Ginyu Force is going to be fighting him at the same time. Frieza's going to start in his first form, and if they manage to beat him, we'll move on to second form Frieza, and if they beat him, we'll move on to third form Frieza, and so on. All the way up to 100% Frieza if for some reason we need to go that far. Now, obviously in the series, the Ginyu Force would lose to first form Frieza, but since I may eventually need to accommodate Buu arc characters, I've had to kind of shrink some of the gaps between characters a bit, so the Ginyu Force may actually have a chance here. So, without further ado, let's get this started. As you can see, the entire Ginyu Force looking amazing right now. So, I made all these NPCs myself. I did not make the skins, I found them from various authors. But I made all these guys myself, and the way they're set up, the moment I spawn in Frieza is of a hostile faction, that's how I set it up, so the moment I spawn him in, they will all go after him at once. And they can fly, but we're in this caged arena because I noticed that I tried this in the open, and eventually they just get so far away that some of the members just lose aggro on him. They won't target him anymore, and they just sit there because they're too far away. So I'm doing it in here, but they can fly, and so I'm going to spawn in Frieza, and let's go. Alright, so as you can see, it looks like I may have forgotten to remove the name from Frieza, but that doesn't matter. I did it for all the other forms, and it's really not a major issue anyway. So, Frieza. Goldo, his only power is ranged attacks, that's how I set it up. He'll deal knockback to Frieza. I couldn't really model his psychic powers in this mod, because custom NPCs have a lot of features, but Goldo's powers are always a little bit hard to model in games and stuff like that. So as you can see, several members of the Ginyu Force taking serious damage, most at about half health. Let's see how Ginyu's doing. Ginyu's still doing pretty well. Goldo has not taken any damage at all yet, but it looks like Bud has been hit with a ranged attack. He might go down soon. But he won't get a chance because Frieza has been defeated. So let's check the healths. So Goldo took no damage. Raccoon and Ginyu took quite a bit of damage. The other members down to a little under half, except for Berta, who was on the brink of death. So if just first form Frieza managed to do all this to all 5 members of the Ginyu Force, I'm not sure I like their odds for getting too far, but it could still be an interesting match. With this setup, I'm going to bet that second form Frieza just might be enough to do it. Alright, so we are back. All the members of the Ginyu Force are back to full health, and we are going to spawn in second form Frieza right now. So, yeah, Frieza is in his second form, and as you may have been able to tell, all of these NPCs, well, probably not, I don't know, all these NPCs have armor on them, is what I'm trying to say. So, Jice doesn't just have like 242 health, for example. He's blocking a lot of the damage he deals to him. All of them are like that. So really they're more powerful than they look. So, you might be wondering why I'm not using like Dragon Block C or something like that. Frankly, I just feel like... Sorry, what I'm trying to say is that I'm not really sure how much I like it. I don't know, I just felt like I had more variety here. Because I can control how powerful the characters are, so I can get more of what I feel is accurate power scaling. And just as important, I can add own characters. So, sorry about that lag spike, wow. So if we wanted like fan characters or the characters from Dragon Ball Heroes or even Project Fusion to fight, we could do that. So this series can get crazy if I do make it a series. So as you can see, Second Form Frieza did not kill any members of the Ginyu Force, but he got very close. Other than Jais, all of the Ginyu Force members are nearing death except for Goldo, who always manages to survive because he's always a ranged attacker. But from the way it looks, this could have easily gone the other way. But I do feel like if we set this up again, that the Ginyu Force would probably still win, especially since all the members are still alive. So we are just going to go on to Third Form Frieza. If Second Form Frieza did this much, it does not bode well for the chances against the mighty Third Form. Alright guys, we are back. The Ginyu Force is once again at full health, and Frieza, Third Form Frieza, is about to get more screen time than he did in the entirety of Dragon Ball Z. So, yeah, so Frieza coming and he's even stronger than before. Everyone attacking him once again. Alright, Ginyu at the front. So, I just wanted to point out that Berta actually has a special mode of attack. So, Berta, instead of dealing a lot of damage and attacking pretty fast, he attacks super fast but doesn't deal that much damage. So I want to make it kind of like in the games, you know? Where he does like these 20-hit combos on people. And so, oh, for the first time, a member of the Ginyu Force goes down. Recoome is beaten, and so is Berta. Alright, Ginyu. Okay, Ginyu is dead. Goldo is the only member of the Ginyu Force, and Frieza killed him with a single hit. Wow, that was crazy. The Ginyu Force almost managing to kill Third Form Frieza. That was insane. That was insane. But I don't want to end this just yet. I just want to see how the Ginyu Force does against, like, the final form Frieza. Like, the one that fought base Goku, not 50% or anything ridiculous like that, because that would just kill them easily. Because I know the Ginyu Force won't win, but I just want to see how much stronger final form Frieza really is. We'll be back in a moment. Alright, we are back, guys, and I'll be honest, I really thought the Ginyu Force might get a little farther just because of their team build, you know. Because I thought that the whole team aspect might be more effective because people would be getting to use their range attacks more often. But it looks like that didn't happen because really I didn't see many people using their ranged attacks. And it looks like that may have cost the Ginyu Force here. They might have been able to beat Third Form Frieza, because it was pretty close. But now, we are going against Fourth Form Frieza, and before any of you dub haters go after me, yes, I called him 1% Frieza. I know he wasn't actually at 1% of his power. I know that was a dub line. But, I thought it was better than calling him heavily suppressed or something like that. I needed a word for that could fit into a short name. And it looked like Frieza already starting to kill members of the Ginyu Force. Not even halfway down yet. This is insane. Frieza just tearing up the Ginyu Force. Berta is the only one left with any attack power because Goldo doesn't actually deal damage. So he was just here as support, so Frieza has defeated them, and he is getting endlessly knocked back, but as you can see, Goldo not even able to hurt him, and Frieza, even at 1%, just no-selling all of that, not even halfway down, and that is going to be it for this video. My name is Super Margin, and I will see you guys all next time.